Oh, hello. Jeez, where's my chair? Oh gosh, there's my chair. What the? Yep. How's it doing? Yep. How's it going? Good evening, everybody. It's Saturday. It's live stream time. Live stream time. All right. Hopefully, we have no problem with StreamYard today, but there's no guarantees. So if it starts acting stupid, don't blame me. Don't blame me. Let's see. I mean, what are you talking about? It's time. It's like 5 minutes before. What difference does it make? It's right there. Jeez. What's up, Clark? How's it going? I had to get out of the NASCAR room there. That NASCAR fucking the room over there. I started to get a little dizzy from all the going left in circles. It's getting a little dizzy, so I had to get out of the NASCAR room. I was getting left. I was going left and getting dizzy. But yeah. But we have a show today. What was my show about? I think I remembered. Let me see. Oh yeah, it's about gig issues that we see what's going on. App issues, transparency app stuff. Transparency app, the responsibilities of getting gig apps, because there's some stories out there of some of these apps being sued. A message to Pedro. If you're listening, Pedro, Walmart ain't going to pay you dick. So this idea that you're going to get millions from Walmart, pipe dream. Just so you know, we'll just leave it at that. I had to take my shot at that one. No, you ain't getting, they ain't paying you anything. Here we go. They're not paying you anything. You ain't getting a million of nothing. But yeah, transparency issues. There's this thing with rideshare rodeo. I don't have a problem with transparency. Transparency is a good thing. But I see this seems to be a thing where everybody now wants to jump on the transparency legislation bandwagon. Okay. From what I remember, since I've been in this community, and I've been here a long time, nobody wanted legislation of any kind to interfere with the gig apps. Because we all know that if you add legislation, you open up a can of worms. Okay? So all these people pushing for this transparency. Okay, once again, transparency is fine. But from what I know and from what I have gathered from watching all these channels, live streams, discussions, it's always been a money thing. It's always been money. Money has always been the issue. The gig apps are cheating you out of tip money. They're not paying you enough for the orders that you're doing. But this transparency thing, I don't know. Like I said, it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. Okay, being able to see the whole order doesn't mean you're making more money. How is that making people more money? Will it make you more money possibly in some situations? It's possible. But how does that solve the problem? Because everybody wants to dog Prop 22. Everybody keeps wanting to dog Prop 22 in California. But if I'm not mistaken, most people that work in California would be making a lot less doing the gig apps if they weren't being paid Prop 22. So Prop 22 has actually helped them make money, if I'm not mistaken. So to me, Prop 22 is not a bad thing because it has helped them to make money. That's the goal of as far as I could tell, that's the goal of every gig worker is to make more money. Seeing the whole order is not going to get you more money. Okay, when you started doing gig work, you always pick your jobs that you do on your gig work through parameters that you have already set. So when you did not see the whole order, you still picked orders via your specific reasons for taking those orders. Seeing the whole order now, does that change that? Okay, they show you a $3.50 order. They show you everything the customer paid, all that stuff. Does that mean you're still going to? Does that mean you're going to take a $3.50 order because you saw everything that was going behind the scenes? No, it doesn't. The same way is if you're sitting in your car without seeing the whole order and a $3.50 order pops up on your screen. You're still going to deny it if you don't take those kind of orders. What's up, Chase? Hey, Julie. So we got Julie, we got Mike. What's up? What's up? What's up, Chase? How you doing? Don't anybody be blocking anybody. That makes a customer pay what they are willing to for a service. I have a solution with all the gig economy problems. Get a W-2, right? No shit. But that's the problem. Okay, you want to put you guys talk about. We don't want legislation, but a lot of people are pushing for legislation. And what's to stop the legislators from going forward? We already got the thing in New Jersey. How did that come about? How did those things come about? What's up, Vegas? Long time no see. But seeing the whole order doesn't make you more money. And if 80% of the people want more money, the transparency isn't getting them more money. What are we doing to ensure that people are getting more money? That's what's helping gig workers get more money. Because that's what we hear all the time. I don't make enough money. I'm not making enough money to upkeep my car. I'm not making enough money to pay my bills. I'm not paying enough money to support my family. Seeing a whole order, the whole breakdown of whatever order you're being given by whatever app it is, does not change that situation. So while I know that I understand that where it's coming from to people trying to push the transparency, I understand that. What are we doing to make the people more money? What are we doing to help gig workers make more money? Let's see. Back to W-2, I'm finding it hard. I'm finding it hard to want to do gig work part-time anymore. Exactly. It does. It's like, why am I? But I understand it and I see where it's coming from. But do I see it's going to benefit people in the long run when it comes to making them more money? No, I do not. When from tomorrow, guys. Yep. It is what it is, man. StreamYard in the fucking thing. I think it's straight hourly, not off however much they've had. Well, we hear everybody drop 22. Prop 22. Oh, Jesus. It's straight ridiculous, dude. Connection is unstable. If you're on private, perfectly good connection over here. The fuck is wrong? Fucking ridiculous. I doubt that. I doubt that, Chase, because my computer and phone show perfectly strong signal. My router over there says I have an excellent signal. So it's always this StreamYard bullshit. Because like I said, my computer says super strong, my phone super strong when I check my internet, my router and stuff, but yet StreamYard shows that it keeps fluctuating with StreamYard, saying the connection sucks. Bullshit. Because my phone shows an excellent, my computer excellent. It's got to be a StreamYard thing because it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous StreamYards. Because if I go on my phone right now, which is it runs the same way as my router does, I would have no issues at all. Plus, like I said, the computer says it's running an excellent signal right now. So why is StreamYard saying that it's not running an excellent signal when my computer shows an excellent signal? It's bullshit. Earn My Time is essentially a basic version of Prop 22, and I see that by time it was a good thing. Talked about a video before. But yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look up because Colorado passed a transparency thing for gig workers. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share the screen. We're going to Google it. We're going to Google it. I don't know what. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't know. But like I said, after it does this 20 goofy shit, it goes away. So it horrible the whole. All right, I'm back. Refresh it and it works fine. It's just trash. All right, we're back. But yeah, we're gonna look up Colorado's transparency law and see what actually it says. Um, is the deal here? So I'm gonna go ahead and let me open this up real quick. Oh, we don't. Why is it so big? Stop. So we'll open another tab here. All right, so we'll put this over here. All right. All right. There we go. Here. Here we go. Look for this bullshit. Right, here we go. All right, then let's go to share screen. Screen. You know what? I want to try something else. I'm gonna try something else. We're gonna try something else. Let's do this. All right, we're gonna do this. All right, let's do this. Yes. Okay. Let's see. Do this. Do this. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, so let's go into here, and we'll do Colorado. Oh shit! Don't know how to spell Colorado. Colorado. Oop. We'll see what it has. All right, Department of Employee, independent contract. All right, here it is. Let's see, labor. Okay, it's gonna have to be the transparency. Let's have to do this. Transparency. Let's look. Transparency. Here we go. Transparency Act. Here it is. All right, here we go. Okay, so all right, gig work transparent. Considering transparency for drivers connect with the consumer. All right, here it is. The bill. Let's see. The bill requires a delivery network company or transportation network company, which is all that stuff that we do. Let's see. Let's see. The bill requires transparency in regard to the procedures that govern and terminate determination by to terminate driver from or rehire a driver that's been terminated. Allowing you to determine violation of civil suit. The fuck? Where's this thing about the fucking where they have to show you everything? I don't know. Sometimes. Well, whatever. Apparently, in Colorado, they have to show you everything as far as deliveries go. They have to show you everything, and they have to do something along what's up, Holly, along the lines of when you're deactivated from a platform. There's a group of people where they do live person, or there's a board of people that look over why you were deactivated from the app. They give you the yes or the no. If they let you back on the app, if it was a wrongful deactivation or whatever case might be. But my whole thing is once you start getting legislation done in one area, what's to stop legislatures from going back and doing more and causing more problems? I guess like the issue they have in Jersey right now. But it's not going to guarantee to make more money. And I'm sure everybody in this room has heard the same things I hear. It's money. It's all a money thing. Money, money, money. We're not getting paid enough. The companies are ripping us off. So I just feel that's not a good look. You know what I'm saying? Let's go here. And then there's one I saw from the rideshare professor. Now I want to go on. It's an interesting story. That Lyft's being sued. I'm not going to actually play his video, but I'm just going to pull up on this channel. Let's see. Let's go to this channel. Nope.
Guys and girls.
Nope. Go to his videos. This one. So crazy story. Okay. Let's go over here to share.
Listing your house on the market isn't the only.
As you can see, Lyft being sued. Oh, Jesus. Hold on. My banner's in the way. My banner's in the way here. So let's look that up. There we go. Lyft being sued in an axe murder case. What apparently happened is the ex-boyfriend of this chick. You know what? We'll just do the video. Okay, we'll do it. I'll do it in fair use. We'll play his video. We'll just do it in fair use.
Sell your house. Selling to us is much faster, easier, and way more convenient. Want to know how? If you...
And this is a crazy story and very, very sad.
Definitely go check out Rideshare Professor. He does some good work. He's been on here for a long time. He definitely goes out his way to try to help the drivers. But we're going to do this one. So everybody visit Torsten. I've met this guy in person. He's a great guy. He's a good guy. We don't see eye to eye on a lot of stuff when it comes to gig work stuff. But I met this man in person. So I went down when he was opening his thing. So here we go.
Lyft is being sued in axe murder case in which the driver chauffeured the murderer to the crime scene. The story will blow you away. So let's jump in here. San Francisco-based Lyft is being sued over a 2022 murder case in which a Lyft driver ferried, right? He drove a man carrying an axe to the home of his ex-girlfriend, and a judge has ruled that the case may go forward.
Okay, that is my first question. If you guys are pulling up to the scene of a pickup and you see a guy carrying a big-ass axe, are you guys stopping? Are you guys going to pick this guy up? Are drivers really, and I'm not saying that it's the driver's fault, because in my case, I don't believe it's the driver's fault. And I'm sure Lyft is just going to pay this out of their pocket and under the table. But what the fuck? What the hell are you doing? Are you that hard up for money, or was it paying that good of money that you pull up, you see a guy with the big ass axe in his hand, and you're going to just scoop him up in your car? Like, come on, man. Like, what is the deal with that? So that's my first thing. Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, what is this driver even thinking, dude? Like, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. So as gig drivers ourselves, or ex-gig, would you even pick this dude up, carry the axe and shit? Like, what? But here we go. Let's continue on.
Lyft and its attorneys have been seeking to toss out a case in Connecticut court in which the grieving family of a woman who was killed almost 3 years ago is suing over a driver's failure to act in what appeared to be a dangerous situation. So you get a guy getting in the car brandishing an axe.
Not necessarily brandishing an axe. He's having it. Brandishing would be if he's physically looking to threaten you with it and holding it out like he's going to stab you or chop you up with it. That's brandishing. Carrying an axe is not illegal, but brandishing an axe is totally different. That's in like brandishing a firearm, like you're threatening people with it. But at the same time, what the hell are you doing picking up a dude with the axe? But does that make him culpable in your guys' case? If you were on the jury, does that make the driver culpable for what this dude did to his ex-wife? We'll get more into it as we go.
I would fear for my life. I'd probably just, either draw a gun, shoot him, or take off, run. Maybe your guys.
Okay, just because a guy gets in your car with the axe doesn't mean you can just shoot him and drive off. Now, drive off, yes, but you just can't shoot somebody. If I go to Home Depot and I pick up a guy with shovels and large garbage bags, are you going to hold me culpable if he's like digs up a hole and buries his wife in the backyard because I picked him up with the tools to bury his wife or something? Like, kind of get it? See what I'm saying? Maybe he had a story. Yeah, I could have picked him up from Home Depot or something. Like, yeah, you can't. That's. But this judge, Connecticut, lefty said, well, they're lefty as shit. So that doesn't surprise me. But we'll go ahead.
He's already in. He's already got the axe in hand, and the guy's just petrified. Hey, drive me to this house. Because if
yeah, see, that's the thing. We don't know. We don't have any idea what the deal was with the guy. You know what I'm saying? I think he has some information. The driver said some things, but if it's just a guy getting in hand with the axe, he could have just bought it at Home Depot and he needed to ride home.
Okay, you don't want to die. Driver's failure to act in what appeared to be a dangerous situation. But as Bay Area News Group reports, Lyft's motion to dismiss the case was denied last week, with a federal judge ruling that the driver, and by extension the company, may have a duty of care to have acted in the case.
See, and that's bullshit. That's bullshit. That's kind of like the police. The police don't have any duty to protect you as a citizen. They don't have that duty. That's already been case law. That even the police don't have a duty to protect you. So what makes a federal judge think that a Lyft driver who's getting paid to drive point A to point B somehow is obligated to know that this guy is going to, or he has some obligation to the ex-wife that he doesn't even know exists, he doesn't even know what the deal is, to like do some kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? See, that's what I'm saying with these lefties, man. They come up with some weird ideas of what you can't be held responsible for another man's action. You don't know what he's doing. It ain't like the guy got in the car and said, hey, dude. Now, if the guy got in the car with the axe and said, yeah, dude, I just bought this because I'm going to go chop my ex-wife up or my ex-girlfriend up, I'm going to go chop her up, then you maybe do something then. But anybody just getting in your car, like, just because he has an axe doesn't mean that you somehow are like the Minority Report and you can predict precog that he's going to chop up his wife with it right now. You know what I'm saying? So for a judge to think that the driver is somehow a precog or whatever they think, that he should have realized that, oh, something is horrible going to happen. Like you can't, that just sounds retarded. It just sounds like anything. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe the company had a duty of verifying this maniac.
But see, then again, that's bullshit too. The company it doesn't do background checks on customers. They don't do that. They have no, it's an app. Anybody can download it and use it at any time. They don't verify customers like that. And once again, just because you verify somebody, people go through background checks all the time. Doesn't mean that they're not going to snap one day and do something really super crazy. So even if Lyft, let's say, did background checks, there's nothing on this guy's background check that would indicate like, oh, he's a stalker or he has a large history of domestic violence. There's even in those cases, you can't deny people rides on that. I guess if you want to, but technically you can because, but we'll keep going.
The verification system doesn't work. That individual should have not been in the car. But I'm really trying to find out how the driver is at fault here. You're in a life or death situation. You've got a man with an axe in the car.
But see, he, like Tor said, I don't know, like I said, where he got this information. He's acting like this guy was threatening him with an axe. Like he was threatening, you need to drive me or I'm going to chop you up with my axe. That's what he's coming off at. And nowhere, I think, in this story does it say the driver was threatened by the guy with the axe. So I don't.
I'm just putting this out there. So, if anything, they should be going after the company, right? The company put that individual in the car.
No, they shouldn't be going after the company either. The company, once again, the company is not precogs. This ain't Minority Report where the company can predict horrible things are going to happen. You can't predict this stuff. You can't predict it. Unless you're going out of your way to somehow change the system of that they're required to verify customers. You can't blame the company for it either. We can't hold a company responsible for somebody's actions. That's like, okay, let's sue Home Depot because we sold the guy the axe. What's next? The guy bought the axe at fucking goddamn Acme fucking home store. He bought it at Lowe's. Are you gonna sue Lowe's too? Because he bought the axe at Lowe's, and Lowe's should have known by this guy's background. They should have did background check before they sold him an axe. Like, come on, you can't. This whole thing. Too many people are sue happy. Everything sue this, sue that, sue this. You can't just. To me, that's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, and this is why it will either get thrown out or Lyft is just going to settle it under the table.
Being a difficult time here, attaching the driver to this, but I really, really want to hear your comments. The murder took place on the night of December the 6th, 2022. As the Stanford Advocate reports, then 42-year-old Ewan DeWitt called a Lyft. He called a Lyft and got in the car, allegedly appearing aggressive and carrying a long brown axe. Shit. The driver made a stop, requested by DeWitt, at a liquor store, and then they proceeded on to Milford. Now that's interesting. I did not know that part. If the driver made a stop at the liquor store with this guy, I don't know if he left. Now, did he leave the axe in the car? Did he take the axe inside the liquor store? I doubt it. Shouldn't the driver have taken off at that point? Called 911?
No, because if he's not threatening the driver, what is he going to call 911 for? Like I said, you're not threatening the driver with the axe. You're just pissed off. You get in the car pissed off. We've all gotten in a car pissed off. I carry a gun every day in my car. And so, yeah, I'm pissed off. That doesn't mean I'm going to automatically go out and start blasting people. And he made a stop. You're allowed to app. If the guy wants to stop, maybe he wanted to stop at the liquor store to, because him and his buddy is cutting down a tree in the backyard. They want to get they want to get shit faced before they cut down a tree or whatever the case may be. You can't. That has nothing to do with anything. That has nothing to do. It's you're just stopping. Okay. What would be the difference? Okay, he made a stop. Should a driver have done this or drive that? No. Okay, what if he stopped at 7-Eleven and got a Slurpee? What difference does it make? He made a stop. He stopped. The guy wanted to stop, get a Slurpee. What difference does it make? Maybe he wanted to get brain freeze before he chopped down a tree or something. The driver has no idea what's happening here. Neither does the company. Nobody's reading this guy's mind. He didn't tell the guy the story. Yeah, I'm gonna go chop my wife up, and let me stop and get a bottle of JD before I go chop my wife up. Then yeah, hold the driver responsible because he told you. Here, I'm gonna go get some JD before I chop my wife up. Yes, then you have some regard to do something. But just because he stopped to get to the liquor store doesn't mean anything, or left the axe in the car. You know what I'm saying? Okay, what if it was motherfucker left a backpack full of bombs in the car or hand grenades in the car? Are you supposed to know he's gonna go blow up something? No, you don't know that. You know.
On. I mean, what would you have done? Let's be honest. It's a whole new dynamic to the story that I'm just reading right now. I'm reading this for the first time.
I wouldn't have done jack shit. I would have said, okay, let's stop at the store. Like, what the fuck? Like, as long as the dude's not threatening me with the axe, I don't care. You get in the car with the axe. You know, it is what it is, you know.
Fascinating.
This company is going viral for its new process that gives you permanent teeth in just 24 hours.
As far as the law goes here. But the driver did make a stop, requested by this maniac, this killer DeWitt, at a liquor store, and then they proceeded on to Milford, Connecticut, home of the 40-year-old Julie Minogue, where DeWitt proceeded to kill Minogue in front of her 3-year-old and 17-year-old sons. That is sad. That is very, very sad.
Yeah, that is fucked up. Like that is fucked up. That is fucked up.
This lady is no longer on planet Earth. There she is. May she rest in peace. The 17-year-old ran upstairs and escaped out of a second-story window, and arriving police reported finding DeWitt sitting on the couch with the 3-year-old who is his son. According to police, the child was in shock with a blank stare, not crying and not responding. I mean, he's a 3-year-old little kid. DeWitt pleaded guilty in March 2025 to the murder, accepting a sentence of 40 years. May he rot in that prison.
See, now that's where I have an issue. This obviously was a premeditated murder. See, that's why the death penalty, in my opinion, is so valuable. Because somebody like this doesn't deserve to be taken care of the rest of his life. You pled guilty to it. You know what you did. Take him out back, and let the family chop him up. Let the family eye for an eye. This is where the justice system, like, in my opinion, fails people. Like, there's no reason this guy should be ever in prison. There's no reason. Hopefully he gets prison justice when they find out what he did. Hopefully the other inmates will take care of him and, do what they got to do. But some people don't deserve to live, at all. We're taking our tax dollars is paid for some guy that chopped up his wife. That's ridiculous. That's why we have a problem,
The other guy that should be joining him is, I'm sorry, David Richer, you should be in that prison cell with it. Your company has no very...
See, that's ridiculous. You can't say that. You can't say that. That's like saying Torsten owns a company and one of his employees goes out and does something off the wall. Torsten has no idea what's going on. That means Torsten should go to jail because one of his employees did something stupid. Or like I said, you can't. And even if he said, let's see,
verification system in place. Nothing.
Yeah, they have no verification. Even with verification in place, people still go buck wild and do stupid, crazy shit. So just because you do a background check on somebody does not guarantee that they're not gonna snap and go chop up their ex-wife or shoot up their business or whatever the case may be. And you can't say because his company doesn't have this because it's never been required. Law doesn't require them to do this, that he should be in prison with the guy. He has nothing to do with what the guy chose to do. That to me is weird. I don't know why he would say that.
These things are being reported every single day. Now you can understand why drivers.
Yes, it gets reported every single day because crime happens every single day. Crime happens in all businesses, every single day across the country. 7-Elevens get robbed. Fast food joints get robbed. People get murdered at gas stations. It happens. You can't say because something gets reported every day that it's crime. It's crime. Crime happens everywhere, all day, every day across the country. You know, we can't, like I said, this is a Minority Report. We can't predict crime like that, that we got to hold people responsible for other people's actions like that.
And families are upset with these companies because the companies are failing these families.
The company has nothing to do with failing the family. The company has nothing to do with failing the family. That has nothing to do. We signed up to do rideshare. Yes, rideshare drivers have been shot in the head, done all kinds of bad things. Rideshare drivers, the business can't do anything about that. They can't predict crime. They can't, even if, like I said, verification doesn't mean that they can predict crime. And so I don't.
And he appears to still be fairly unhinged, going on an expletive-laden tirade during his sentence and telling a prosecutor, "Rot in hell, you piece of shit." Last week, U.S. District Judge Victor A. Bolden issued a 10-page ruling allowing the suit filed by Minogue's father on behalf of her 3 sons to move forward. It is true that Lyft would likely have no duty of care, and this could not be negligent if a Lyft driver drove past a crime taking place and did not intervene, or even if a passenger displaying no unusual behavior happened to commit a crime after being dropped off, Judge Bolden wrote in the ruling. But the circumstances in this case are different. Bolden added that the driver's own actions, for example, I think this is a key point here, taking Mr. DeWitt to a liquor store and bringing someone wielding a large axe to a residential neighborhood.
Okay, that alone sounds like the judge is dumb. The judge is dumb. So he took a guy to a liquor store. They had to be carrying an axe. And because he took a guy with the axe to a residential neighborhood. How many of you people in a residential neighborhood have power tools, chainsaws, an axe, and shit in your house? Like, what is the hell does taking somebody with the axe to a residential area have to do with it? You mean you're going to hold the driver responsible because what if the guy drove to the outskirts of the woods with the axe? What difference does that make? Everybody has axes. You know, a lot of people have axes at home or power tools or what the fuck? Like that's what I mean by these lefty judges, dude. It's crazy. It's
increased the risk of intentional misconduct by a third party, and we ruled that the suit may proceed to the discovery stage. It's going to be a massive.
So, in other words, what he's saying, as if you add up the totality of the circumstances, as a driver, you pick up a guy with the axe. Okay, you pick up a guy with the axe. Is it kind of weird? Possibly. You can say it's weird. Like I said, he has an axe. So what? You drop him off. You go to the liquor store. He buys a bottle of JD. You're trying to say that the driver should, at that point, okay, I picked up a guy with the axe. I took him to the driver's store. He should automatically assume, hey, this guy's gonna go chop somebody up. Like he's gonna go chop up his ex-wife. What the fuck? Like what mentality? What gives somebody the mentality that somebody has the ability? Detectives on the police department don't even have that kind of intelligence to know that, oh my God. Because if that was the case, they would have took care of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, because there's more to the story here. Like, that's ridiculous.
A massive settlement. Lyft will be settling big time. And not this particular case, but many cases I refer to attorneys. I just had a driver with a brain injury who contacted me, and I put them together with the attorneys. Guess what? David Risher, Dara Koshashawi, The company Lyft tried to dismiss that case against him for the brains.
But Roy, do you know we're supposed to be certified? Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. You should have driven away and reported that customer had an accident. No, why would you do that? Why would you do that? You don't have to report that. Well, okay, if I go, like I said, if I go to Home Depot and I pick up a guy with a shovel and some big plastic garbage bags, am I to assume he's going to bury his ex-wife in the backyard with the shovel and plastic bags? So I got to call the cops and drive away, call the company. Hey, I think this guy's going to bury his wife. No, you can't predict that kind of stuff. You can't. You can't do that. Like, no, you know.
Surgery.
Well, apparently, Chase, if they went in front of this judge, he'd be cool with that. He'd be like, yeah, the driver's responsible. You picked up a guy with a shovel in large garbage bags. There's a chance that, yeah, he's responsible because the wife got buried in the backyard. Like, the fuck?
It is also now, like this one, allowed to proceed forward. We'll probably get a few
Like,
$1
come on,
million
man.
payout. A referral that came from me.
Yeah, or what if he's cleaning up like leaves in the yard? Maybe he should have brought a rake instead of a shovel. But come on, not cops, but reports of people. But is it really suspicious to you, bro? Think about it. Is it suspicious? What's suspicious? You pick up a guy with an axe and he buys liquor. What's suspicious about that? What's suspicious? Would you say because you picked up a guy like a Middle Eastern like? Let's say, is it suspicious that if you pick up a Middle Eastern guy and he has a backpack on, that, oh, this is suspicious, Middle Eastern guy with a backpack going to an office building, maybe he's going to blow it up? No, you can't just, you can't do that. Like, it doesn't make sense. You know?
With putting a driver with a brain injury together with the right attorneys. That's what I do best. Now, this here, back to the story. At this point, my friends, has your mind changed?
No.
And as you go into the story becomes more clearer. Would you now attach the driver and the company, or just the company?
I do neither. Neither the company nor the driver are responsible for this crazy dude's actions. It's not responsible. Not responsible. Neither.
Comments below. So Bolden added that the driver's own actions, for example, taking Mr. DeWitt to the liquor store and bringing someone wielding a large axe to a residential neighborhood, increased the risk of intentional misconduct by a third party. I now have to agree with that. I agree.
You can't agree with that. I don't agree with it. You don't have no idea what the fuck that guy's doing. You can't predict that kind of shit. So how can I don't see it? He can agree with it. I don't.
The lawsuit contends that the Lyft driver failed, said it earlier, I'm reading this for the first time, failed to call the police 911 or notify authorities despite having the means and opportunity to do so. He has a phone, right?
Okay, so we just got to call the cops. Hey, there's a guy about, he has an axe. That's an automatic reason to call 911. No, that's not a reason. The company could help limit these things by having proper verification. People with prior felony should not be in our cars. Yeah, Bobby, but that's not going to happen because it's an app. They can sign up for the app and use the app whenever they want. It's a public service. You're doing a public service. So that's like saying, okay, you're doing a public service. Does that mean the bus has to give you a ride? Or yeah, you're doing a public service, so it's not,
And failed.
And once again, Bobby, also, just because you do a background check on somebody doesn't mean they're not going to lose their shit and do something crazy. We see it all the time. So that's no guarantee. There's no guarantee that, okay, if they did a background check on there, if his background check come clean, okay, then what would you say? Then what would you say if his background was clean? He then, and then whatever the case may be.
To do anything to prevent the imminent attack. Now, let's just, for example, say, putting it out there, the man yielding the axe said, listen, I know your name. I will go after your family. You take me to this liquor store and then you drive me there. Do you understand? Panic. A new set of dynamics. Think about it. Per court documents, the family argues that carrying a large axe to a suburban condo at night while intoxicated and acting strangely is enough to indicate to a reasonable person that a crime was in progress.
Okay, so they're already saying he's intoxicated. So there's either some information missing here. You're saying that he's intoxicated, carrying an axe to a. Well, no, that is not. That is not great. There's nothing. Let's see. Court documents. The family argues carrying a large axe to a suburban. That's bullshit. Because, like I said, plenty of people have axes at their house. They do yard work, cut down trees, whatever, while intoxicated and acting strangely. We don't know how the guy was acting. Okay, just because you get in the car and you get an axe, like, what do you mean by acting strangely? Is there something missing here? Like, what does the Lyft driver say? Something's missing here that we're not know, but you're just the company. It sounds to me like the family's just adding shit. Like, oh, he must have been acting crazy. He was drunk. He was this. Where do you get this information? Unless it came out in court that he was drunk and crazy or something. I think it was nighttime. But even then, it doesn't matter.
And that more than simply doing nothing, Lyft through their assigned driver furthered the progression of crime by chauffeuring the murder to his intended victim.
Once again, you're trying to say that Lyft and this driver had to have pre-knowledge that this guy was going to go chop up his wife, and they participated in the helping perpetrate the murder. You can't do that. If Lyft and the driver have no idea what this guy is doing, you can't say that they're responsible for that. You can't.
Go more after. If I'm the party suing, I would go more after Lyft and say, how did this rider end up in your car? You have a system in place to vet and verify riders. Why did that fail? Why didn't you catch something on this individual? Is there a history there? Are there other charges against this person? If that is the case, I think Lyft will lose.
Solar.
But we already know Lyft and them don't do background check on customers. So there's nothing there. You can't still hold on. Let's see, unless the guy's, if the guy told the driver, hey, dude, I'm going to go chop my ex-wife up. Let me get drunk first. Yeah, then there's an issue. But other than that, you can't just.
Sucks. That's what most people think when they hear about solar in Las Vegas. And they're right.
So they say through their assigned driver furthered the progression of crime by chauffeuring the murderer to his intended victim. Lyft, in seeking to dismiss the suit, argued via precedent that absent a special relationship of custody or control, there is no duty to protect the third person from the conduct of another. Gerald Minogue, the victim's father, has also filed a negligence suit against the city of Milford and its police department, arguing that they failed to act sufficiently after Julie Minogue had taken out a full no-contact restraining order against DeWitt after receiving some 200 harassing text messages from him over 2 days.
Okay. There's what are they going to do? They're going to stick a detective next to this guy. Every guy that or a girl that has a restraining order against them, the police department's supposed to put a detective next to them 24 hours a day. Like, it's just a piece of paper. That's what people don't understand. That's why it's very important to protect yourself. Here's a perfect example for a gun commercial. It's very important to protect yourself. Don't rely on the police. Don't rely on a court-signed piece of paper that's going to somehow protect your life when crazy axe-wielding man come to get you. Now, let's say axe-wielding man came to get you. You had a firearm in the house. Guess what? Axe-wielding man is dead. He ain't chopping nobody up. You know what I'm saying? This is the problem. We're relying on the justice system about a piece of paper. What are you going to do? Give him a paper cut? Yeah, slice him with a piece of paper while he's chopping you up with an axe? Like, no. This is the people put too much faith in the police, in the justice system, period. That they're going to be there to protect you. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
So let's say this restraining order was in place for quite some time. I don't know, 2 days, 48 hours. I don't know about that. But if this guy had this restraining order against him, and Lyft is in fact doing verification processes against these different riders, everything shows up. I can get anything. I can get everything on you, the person watching this video. Right
Yeah, but they're not required to do background checks. So that's all a mute point. It's all a mute point. Yes, if this was in place, if that was in place, if this was in place, things would be different. Yes, it's possible things would be different. But educational purposes, it's not a requirement. It's not, these companies aren't required to do this. But it is an educational thing to learn to protect yourself. Don't rely on a piece of paper to protect you. No, you need to find a way. This is an educational purpose. Like he said, he carries a gun. He probably would have shot the guy. I, most likely, if he threatened me with the axe, yeah, he would have got blasted. That's how you got to protect yourself. We're relying on the system. People rely on this system for too much, and they end up paying the ultimate price. There's an educational point for you, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, educational. Protect yourself. Don't rely on the police. Trust me, the police are minutes away when you're seconds from dying. There you go. Police are minutes away when you're seconds from dying. Take care of yourself. There's a quote. God damn, that was a good one. I got to write that one down. That was very educational.
I can get everything. Your entire background, where you lived, what you did, what cases you have against you or not. Maybe you're a good person. But that's easy to obtain. So if that restraining order was in place in the past, Lyft has a big problem. In the filing with police, Minogue reportedly wrote, "I'm scared for the safety of my children and myself. Ewan has got himself into a lot of trouble with drugs and alcohol, and I'm scared he's going to kill me." It happened.
Okay, it's that. Okay. That sounds like a reason for me to give you a restraining order against them. Here you go. Here's your piece of paper. Block the acts with that. It ain't gonna happen. This is like it said, education. Do not rely on the system. A piece of paper is not going to stop a crazy person from chopping you up, shooting you. It's not going to happen. Quit relying on the system and learn to protect yourselves.
The majority of wrongful death cases against Lyft have involved the murders of Lyft drivers, as in this 22 case out of Dayton, Ohio. In other cases out of St. Louis, an appeals court appeared sympathetic with plaintiffs over the shooting death of a young man who was carjacked by two teenagers who summoned him via the Lyft app. The plaintiffs, the driver's family, argued that Lyft bears responsibility for allowing a juvenile to open an account and use the app to commit a crime.
See, there you go. See, now that is a legit thing, not verifying the age of a person, allowing people to go through and download the app, knowing they're underage without verifying the age. See, that makes sense. Damn, Roy, I'm nearing 11 months membership. Close to you. Oh, you're the greatest. Thanks. I appreciate the membership.
I agree.
Tell everybody, Yup. Tell everybody. Let's have Yup's opinion. Has your almost a 1 year membership, has it been worth the money, Yup? Has it been worth the money? Have you gotten your money's worth out of Real Talk with Roy with that membership? Have you? Let us know. Let us know if it's been worth it, Yup. If you got your money's worth.
So she's no longer with us. We have a little 3-year-old child who's now 6.
So you're saying not at all? You didn't get your money's worth? Well, shit. I'm sorry. Yup. I'm not doing refunds. I'm sorry you didn't get your money's worth. It's okay. I'm sorry, but I tried my best. I'm sorry you didn't get your money's worth, but you're still not getting a refund. So.
We have a 17-year-old boy who's now 20, and they don't have a mother. And this guy has 40 years in jail. in that prison cell, there should be a couple of CEOs sitting there with it. But I've given you all the details. So,
but there you go. So for educational purposes, what have we learned? Anybody's willing to sue anybody for the actions of others, even though you don't really have any, say so in the matter. You know what I'm saying? As for number one subscriber and membership, I say $1 a month is too high. Well, I'm sorry. That's what they allow you to do. So if that's too high for you, then I'm sorry. Get a W-2. Yep. Quit relying on these gig apps. If you can't afford $1 a month, get a W-2. Get a W-2. Maybe you can afford that $1 a month if you weren't stuck, with your AI in your Spark. Maybe you can afford $1 a month. I'm just saying. Get a W-2. How long do I tell I've been a member? I don't know. Ask Yup. He's the one up here like throw me under the bus, saying that I'm not worth $1 a month, which is horrible because people have paid a lot more than $1 a month because they've enjoyed the entertainment. I'm sorry you feel that way, Yup. Maybe you go over to your other friends. Maybe you get $1 worth out of that. Maybe you'll get $1 worth. I don't know what to tell you. Your bank statements are. But yeah, but that's some crazy shit right now. Are the apps responsible for other people's actions? That's another part of it. No, you can't. You can't predict this kind of stuff at all. So I went into Little Caesars. Some guy named Dino was counting the amount of people in the restaurant. There were 4, but he rounded up. I don't know who you are. I don't know this name, but nice, bro. That was good. Oh shit! I know you're joking, Yup. To calm down. I'm trying to a little comedic relief after a sad story. Come on, settle down. But yeah, that's a good one, man. That's a good one. I'm gonna leave that up for a minute. I'm gonna leave that up so everybody can read it while I take a piss. That's funny. That's funny as shit. That's funny. Back. All right. But yeah, and that's weird. If they feel, and what's kind of weird also, if they feel the driver is responsible, why ain't they suing the driver? That's another thing you got to ask yourself. Why are they not suing the driver? They feel the driver is somehow culpable in this. Where's the lawsuit against the driver? You know what I'm saying? I didn't see they say there was a lawsuit against the driver. So, yeah. Let me see why you guys' channel names are coming up like this. Let me see something here. There's got to be something. Let me see the people. No. Let's see this. Let's see, do this. No, that's me. I wonder why that is. Why it's doing that. No. Maybe it has something to do with in my channel. Maybe that has something to do with it. Yeah, I don't know. I invested my life savings into Little Caesars and Panda Express as soon as I found out everyone on Earth eats it. Yeah, right. Yeah. If you're looking at an Android, sometimes the first letter of the name don't show. Yeah, that's weird, dude. I don't know what changed. Why it changed to where it shows your like name like that. I have to look it up. Maybe there's some setting. I'll have to look it up. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Let's see. Display internships, audio, avatars. I'm gonna ask no. Let's see. No. Hotkeys, no layouts. No. Yes, no. Guests can stream this on their own destination. Guests wants to authenticate. No, I don't know. Let's see, general. No, I don't know why it's doing that. Like, why it's doing that. I don't know. I have to figure it out. Must be some creators are pulling wrenches, so now we can locate a channel without a wrench. It's possible, maybe. I don't know. But I think I've seen it in other people's where you don't have to, it doesn't show your name like that. Yeah, I don't know. It might have something to do in the settings too. Who knows? Maybe there's a setting on they changed the setting or something, and maybe we'll have to change it. It's an issue with the hardware and software. You can't fix it. Trust me. I looked. Oh, did you? Okay, got you. Something has changed. The names look different. Yeah, it's like your channel name. Like it does the whole weird channel name versus But yeah, there's some education for you. Don't rely on the system to protect you. Get some protection for yourself. That way you don't have to worry about it. But yeah, that's a messed up story. And then we talked about the transparency thing. Transparency is good. It's nice to see everything. But is it going to make you more money? No. What are people doing to make gig workers more money? That seems to be the main concern. Are people wanting more money? What is people doing? Right. And are you going to keep trying to push legislation? Because if you're in the past, you said you didn't want legislation. Now everybody's trying to pass legislation. Is that a good thing? Or are you opening up a can of worms that you really don't want to deal with? AKA the New Jersey thing, where they're trying to make everybody, I guess, an employee. I don't know how that came about. I'll have to do some research into that. But we'll have to look into that and see what's actually read. They are slow rolling channels, names versus handling. Yeah, I don't know what it is, man. Like I said, it's got to be something with something in the system. I don't know. But Yup said he's looked into it, so I don't know. So if Yup couldn't find it, But Yup knows I'm pretty. I can be pretty. What is it? Technically inclined. Yup knows that because I can do stuff that, Yup was kind of shocked that I was able to turn a TV set into a goddamn where I could do a live stream on a TV set. Yeah, Yup was kind of impressed with that. He didn't know you could do that. I figured out a way to do that. So. The problem always will be is anyone on Earth can deliver food. It's a low skill wage job. Exactly, Clark. Exactly. Okay, I don't know who is this. Who is this? Give us a name that we understand. Give us a name who we know who this is. Like it's not doing that in our channels though, sir. See, it's not. See, part-time my ass. It's been like 12 hours. See, it's not doing that in your channel. See, I don't know. It's got to be best way to handle pay. Let's see. Best way to handle paying drivers more They need to cap the number of drivers that are using the apps. And yep. Oh, and that's another thing. That's another story. I saw it on Torsten's. I gotta give Torsten credit again. Oh, it's Nick. Hey, Nick. All right, cool. Torsten's ICE picking up illegal app workers. Yeah, he had a thing on that as well. Yeah, let's go back over to Torsten. Let's open Torsten back up. He had let's see here. Right here. Yeah, here it is. So what do you guys' thought on this? We'll go ahead and play this one too.
Does it feel
I'll do two for Torsten today. Torsten, remember, fair use. I'm just going through, giving my opinion on it, educational purposes only. So here we go. Give us your thoughts on this, people. See, ICE agents are sweeping gig workers, rideshare, and food delivery drivers off the streets. Let's get some thoughts on this one. Since it's
like you're getting robbed every time you make a car insurance payment, but there could be a way out. There's this website called Finance Buzz.
This is what a lot of rideshare drivers feared. Immigrants in the vehicles, legal or illegal, they are being swept off the streets by ICE. And here are two examples, literally same day. These are drivers, right? These are gig drivers being taken by ICE. And
so what are your guys' thoughts on this? Is this legit? If they're illegal, they're driving these apps and they're illegal, do you see a problem with this? Do you see a problem with this?
You get to comment afterwards. I'm going to play you the videos, two examples of what happened, and then you decide.
Uber Eats driver being taken away by federal officers over the weekend, and he talked with our Melissa Kim about what happened.
I spoke to Tyler DeSue, who lives in Shaw. He tells me that he was waiting for his lunch order from Uber Eats on Saturday afternoon when he noticed that his driver's location was right outside his building and hadn't moved.
Yeah, at one point I was shaking. I was getting mad. He doesn't understand what you're saying.
Dude, why are you shaking, getting mad over police doing their job? What is with the sissy ass people in this society? Here's an educational point. Grow some nuts. Like, what is with everybody? Shaking, angry. What? Like, come on, man. What is wrong with these grown ass men acting like women? God, grow a pair, man. God damn. Like, really? Like, what is that?
Confusion for Tyler DeSue and his neighbors as they watched federal officers.
He mad because he couldn't get his Burger King because the illegal alien had his Burger King? He's mad because, oh my God, give me my Burger King. Like, the fuck is wrong with these grown ass men, dude? God damn sissies.
Put handcuffs on an Uber Eats driver in the middle of 8th Street Northwest after checking his license and registration.
The one talking on his microphone, and he admitted, we ran your plate wrong, your registration checks out, your insurance checks out, and basically they saying they pulled him over by mistake.
But the questioning didn't stop after that, according to Tyler.
And then they started asking, when you get to the United States,
Bullshit. They're not gonna sit there and say they pulled you over. And then, no, come on, bro. I think you're adding extra bullshit to the story. They pulled him over for a reason. Don't say they ran it by mistake. They know what they're doing. I think he's just adding some bullshit to the story, personally.
started scanning his face.
That's when Tyler says the situation took a turn.
And then they took his handcuffs off. They put chains on his ankles, his waist, and on his hands.
He says officers told the driver they were taking him away.
The driver, if you understand me, the driver said, no, I don't know what you're trying to say. I don't know what's happening. And he was like, "Can you have somebody explain it to me in Arabic? Like that's the language I speak." And the guy was
So another motherfucker that in our country don't know how to speak fucking English, working here, don't speak English, ain't willing to accept our shit, and he doesn't know what's happening. Come on, bro. See, this is the problem. This is why people are pissed off. You know, they're in here making money in our country illegally, and they can't even learn English. Like, come on, dude. And that's another thing. You're on an app where you need to possibly speak with customers. What the fuck?
was like, "We will not give you a translator until you come with us."
You are such a lawyer, sir. You don't have to say anything. Tyler has a degree in
Oh.
criminal justice.
Oh, there we go with the side street lawyers trying to tell everybody shit. Like, you know, some of these people, these lefties, just shut your fucking mouth and let them do their job. Let them do their job. Quit fucking sitting there. Oh, you're a lawyer. You don't have to say nothing to him. He can say whatever he wants to him. Guess what? He's still going to get locked up because he's illegal. He's going to get sent back. These fucking lefties, man, you know, like these fucking sidewalk fucking attorneys. If you're ever in a situation, don't let a sidewalk attorney get you thrown in jail, because that's what's going to happen.
From the University of Maryland and a master's in Homeland Security. He thinks what he's seeing now is just the beginning.
And my mind doesn't stop here, and I think that's the frustrating part.
And says it goes against the values that this country was founded upon.
It's supposed to be this place where you can come and you can have an opportunity. I think
Yeah, it is still the place where you can come and have opportunity, but you got to do it the legal way, stupid. Quit saying it's against. See, these are the assholes that have a vote, that vote in our system that are like this. This is, oh my God, dude. These people, they're the problem. These people are the problem. There's nothing different, anything different. You can still come here, do your shit, do it legally. Do it legally. You're a criminal justice guy, right? Why are you not telling people to do it legally and try to say, oh, we're running against our country's values? Bullshit, asshole. If you're a criminal justice person, you know we have laws, idiot. So if they're breaking the law, they go. Simple as that. Fucking lefties, man. Willing to, oh, Jesus. Oh,
it also comes to part of just being a good person. Like, what is more beneficial? Throwing somebody out of the country and like spending all this money and all these resources and like painting this picture around,
or pay resources and let all these illegals come here, do whatever the fuck they want, suck off our system, free healthcare, free food stamps. Yeah, what's more? What's more? Protecting our country or giving all this free shit? Oh, look, I got 10 people. I lost some people. Must have hurt some people's fucking feelings.
America not being a free place.
Tyler tells me that he's going to stop using.
Why does he trigger me? He's not. It's because it's ignorance, bro. It's ignorance. And he's not technically trigger me. It's ignorance. And quit using this. You guys take this trigger shit to a whole new level. You guys overuse that word. Like, stop with the trigger shit. He's not triggered. I'm explaining myself to his ignorant opinion. What is with the trigger shit? You guys go way beyond this whole trigger shit. Trigger shit. Why is me sharing my opinion on this idiot mean I'm triggered? Like, the fuck? I'll respond to your shit. Like, what the fuck? You guys are, God, you lefties, man. You're the fucking problem in this country. I
Food
swear.
delivery apps for right now until these companies can provide some kind of assurance that drivers will.
So he's handling it his way. He's not happy with that at all. Another story.
Yeah, Colombia. ¿Por qué motivo te dieron? A food delivery driver has been handcuffed by several federal agents. I asked the man.
And well, you know what? Okay, you want to say I'm triggered? Here, I'll give you a triggered thing. Why? Because we have a educational system that is failing this. This man has probably got gazillions of student debt loans, and he didn't learn nothing in the field that he took studies in. How about that? How about that? There's an opinion for you. There you go, sir. Because our educational system are failing people. He's paying all this money to get a degree, and he doesn't even understand the degree that he got or what happens with the degree that he has. That's the problem. There we go. Institutions taking young people's money and not giving them what they paid for. There's something triggered. There. How about that?
what reason he was given for his arrest. He responds, "They're taking me away." Neighbors reminding the man that he has the right to remain silent. This witness has
Here we go. He has a right to remain silent. You think these fucking ICE agents give a fuck whether you talk to them or not? You don't even speak their language. You don't even speak English. You think they give a fuck what you have to say? Guess what? You're still going to jail. You're still going to get sent back home. You don't care. You can remain silent. And like they give a fuck. That's what makes me laugh. It's like they're just ignorant.
the federal agents what was happening. They asked her if she worked with news and told her to step back.
Personally, I would start taking these people to jail. They want to sit there, get all close to the officers, blabbering in their fucking ears or blabbering these people while they're trying to do their job. I guess what? I guess a lot of that would stop if these people start getting arrested for running their mouths and interfering in their investigations. Because that's what it's called. Maybe criminal justice guy could have told you that. It's called obstruction of justice. They're doing their job. You're hindering their ability to do their job because you're all up close. You're obstructing their job. Maybe if we start taking those people to jail, maybe we should drop that to the ICE hotline. Start arresting these people. Start arresting these people that are obstructing. How about that? How about we do that? Maybe then this bullshit will stop. But here's the educational part, because we like to use these in fair use and share education. Educational part of this is don't pay these institutions all this money to get a degree, and then you don't even understand what your degree is about. They're failing you. The adult education system is failing you. So yeah, don't pay your hard-earned money or the government's hard-earned money, because we'll probably, you probably got loans for it. We're probably paying for your stupidity. Yeah, don't do that.
Who's gonna answer? Yeah, as soon as we're done conducting investigation.
See what I mean right there? That's obstructing an investigation. That's obstructing. He should say, okay, put that guy in the car, walk over, put her in handcuffs, and she can go to jail as well because she's interrupted. He's got his back turned now. He could be attacked because he's paying attention to these stupid ass idiots that think they're fucking sidewalk attorneys instead of paying attention to the job that he has at hand. That's what needs to start happening. Start arresting these idiots that are obstructing your ability to do your job and taking you away from your job. He doesn't have to explain dick to this person, but he's wasting his time having to explain this dickhead fucking people on the sidewalk. They need to start arresting them for obstructing of justice, period. And then they'll stop doing it.
But they left without giving us any answer.
Because they don't have to give you an answer. Who are you? You're not their boss. You're not their boss. They don't answer to you. You guys act like, oh, we're expected to have an answer given to us. Who the fuck are you? Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, this is the shit. Oh, we expect them. These are fucking people, man. This is the people that vote.
These women tell me he's a delivery driver who works every day outside the restaurant where they work. They tell me he's humble and hardworking. This is racial profiling at its finest. Jose Guzman says he believes the DC government is not protecting its immigrant communities when they need to the most.
What do you mean they're not? Of course they're protecting your immigrant communities. They're taking the illegal ones out of your communities. They're taking away the ones that are committing a lot of the crime in your communities away. What are you talking about? So stupid. So stupid. People are dumb.
Yes, that's it.
And you notice it's not racial profiling. This guy's Hispanic. The story before this was a fucking Middle Eastern guy. So it's not just fucking racial profiling. They know they're going after who they're going after. They know what they're doing. Everything's a race thing with people. Not a I broke the law thing. Oh, it's a race thing. It's not a I broke the law and I'm having to pay the consequence for breaking the law. No, it's because I'm a race. It's because of my race. Get the fuck out of here. You're fucking idiots, dude. Another fucking low testosterone, fat fucking girl that parades like a man.
We need to speak up, and we need to stand up for those who are not protected in the city.
Well, if you want to stand up, be a big man. Go mess with that ICE agent and see what happens to you. You want to be a big man and step up, protect your people. Why Why don't you go step up to him, see what happens to you? You over here telling people to do it. Go do it yourself. Lead by example, fat fuck. Lead by example. You and your hair bun. Lead by example. Show us.
Prompting the response from immigration advocates.
Here today, passing out these red cards, which on the one hand remind people of their constitutional rights, on the other hand provide something that they can share with immigration to assert and remind immigration of their rights.
This arrest happening now.
Yeah, remind me of our rights. I'm here illegally. I have rights to go back home. That's what your right is. Go back home.
Hours after DC Police Chief Pamela Smith issued an order that allows for the partial cooperation between her officers and federal immigration officials. The order allows DC Police to provide information about people who are not in police custody and for the local police to transport immigration employees.
You're in an unmarked car right now.
DC neighbors were out.
Like, that's a shock. Oh my God. They're in an unmarked car. Here, more educational purposes. Police use unmarked vehicles. That's no, don't act like you see. Why are these Americans act so dumb? You're telling me this female in all her life has never seen an undercover cop car. She doesn't know that they use undercover cop cars. See, this is the ignorance of the American public right now. This is the problem with the left. Ignorance. Straight ignorance. Oh, they're in unmarked cars. Yeah. Police use unmarked cars all the time. She's probably been pulled over by one. I would not be shocked if she was. So what the fuck? These ignorant ass fucking people. Oh, you know, unmarked car. Like you didn't know police use unmarked vehicles. Stupid. See, that's a ignorance of the country.
Outraged that officers didn't identify their agency.
Oh, they don't have to. Oh, they did. That's another thing. You know who they are. They say police on it. It says police. A lot of them say ICE on the back of it. They have ICE hats. They have a badge right there, a Homeland Security badge right there on their shit. That identifies who they are. What is this thing that, they hide their face? Okay, so they take the mask off their face. Does that automatically tell you what agency they're with? Stupid ass people, dude. I'm telling you, a bunch of fucking idiots. Oh, they don't know who they are. It says police. Regular police say police on it. What the fuck is the difference? Because, their police thing is brown or green. Oh, we don't know what agency they're with. Bullshit. You know who they are. Quit acting fucking stupid. Ignorance.
Even concealing their faces.
The federal agent who's, of course, hiding his face.
Of course, hiding his face. You know why he has to hide his face, right? Because you lefties want to dox them, put their life at risk, their families at risk, because you can't handle them doing their job in America, which they're paid to do by the taxpayers. That's why they have to hide their face, because of ignorant ass people like you that'll be the one on there doxing their family, getting their families hurt or themselves. You're the idiots that caused that. So don't have nobody to blame but yourself, idiots. That's why they do it. And like I said, when the cops were, did we have this big of an issue when the cooties was around and cops had their face covered because of the cooties? Didn't seem to be an issue then, but now it's an issue. Oh my God, their face is covered. What do we do? What do we do now? Their face is covered. Because when they take their mask down, it says ICE right across their lips. Does it say ICE right across their lips? Do they have a tattoo on the side of their face that says, I work for Homeland Security? What is taking the mask down going to prove to you fucking idiots? That apparently a badge, a big ass sign on the back that says police, ICE, all that, you still, they pull down their face. He's a fucking ICE agent. I knew it. He brought down his mask. I know he's an ICE agent now. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? So dumb. So goddamn dumb. Hey, Bravo, how's it going? So dumb. So dumb. They say the dumbest shit. Like, how do these people even survive? If we ever have a zombie apocalypse, these are the people that will survive because the zombies won't eat their dumb ass. Not enough brains there for them to survive because of people like this. The zombies. There's another educational thing. If we ever have a zombie apocalypse, people like her will live because she ain't got no brains to eat. There's stupidity. Like, come on.
For whatever reason, and then you see MPD.
For whatever reason, we know the reason, and you know the reason. Stupid.
Moving in here.
What are the reasons for these people hiding their faces? I mean, do you have a theory there? You can comment on that later.
Here, I'm gonna tell you, Torsten, because they've been threatened to have their families doxxed, themselves doxxed. That's why they cover their face, to protect themselves and their families. Didn't have to worry about it if these people weren't out there trying to hurt their families and hurt them. There you go, Torsten. Education.
Why do they hide their faces? What are they scared of? What are they?
They ain't scared of nothing. If you think they're scared of something, run up on one of them. See what happens to you. I would say to anybody that thinks that those ICE agents are scared of something, run up on them and see what happens to you. Please do. And make sure you videotape it for another educational, so we have another educational video. Let them run up. Run up on them if you think they're scared of something. They're covering their face because they don't want their families and themselves doxxed while they're trying to do their job. That's why. There's your educational part of that. That's why they're doing it. But please, anybody that thinks they're scared of you, run up on one of them or a couple of them and see what they do to you. Show you how scared they are.
They are afraid of. What are they afraid of, sir?
Afraid of nothing.
Impounding the motorbikes, and so it does feel like obviously they're working.
They're just like you, Torsten. They're afraid of their families being fucking harassed and hurt because of stupid ass people like brain dead female that's right behind you on the screen. Because you got dum-dums like that out there trying to dox their family and hurt their families. That's what. So blame her. Blame her dumbass.
Complicitly in this situation.
Here are DC police and federal agents conducting a traffic citation minutes earlier.
Guys, and we still do not know why this arrest was made today.
We don't know why.
We know why. Because he's illegal. He's illegal. They know why. You guys act so dumb. Once again, here's a low testosterone man. We don't know why. Why are ICE picking up people? Because they're illegal. Stupid ass. Why do you sit there? This is the lefties for you. The lefty news channels. There you go. NASCAR news channel. That's what we should call this. They always go left. That's the problem. Another lot tells us, we don't know what it is. You know why they did it. Because they're ICE agents and they're here illegally. That's why they did it. Why do they act so dumb?
Find out. But this is what's going to go down, my friends.
Good.
He's going to send in his goons with the masks, etc., and he's going to sweep.
Oh, you got to love that. Now they're goons. They're law enforcement officers paid to do a job to protect our country, but they're goons. Come on. Come on, bro. Come on, Tor. I think you would be smarter than that, Torsten.
People off. And no matter what Daryl Khosrowshahi tries to give Trump $1 million bribe or whatever he sent him.
He's not giving bribes for illegals to run free on the apps. If he's bribing them for anything, it's he doesn't have to follow laws to make sure you guys make enough money. He's not bribing them to keep fucking illegals on the app. Come on, bro. Come on.
Or another $1 million from Uber. As you can see, now they are targeting the drivers. This was going to happen.
They are targeting anybody that's in our country illegally. It doesn't matter. They're targeting anybody. That means you don't have to be a gig driver to be arrested because you're illegally here. Come on now. Come on now. Come on.
At some point. How do you feel about this?
I'm surprised. I thought Rideshare Professor would be. I apparently not, bro. He's California, bro. So we know California is all left, and then some.
How do you feel about this? Are you
Hey, when the illegal immigrants attacking you, are you gonna call the goons? Are you gonna call them goons when they come and save you? Are you gonna call them goons then? Are we calling the regular police goons too? Because they do the same shit. They arrest criminals every day. Are we going around calling the normal police goons too? Or is it because it's ICE agents and they're they're goons? I want to know. I'm asking those questions. I'm asking. Educate me.
afraid of this? Does this affect you? Are you?
Hell no, it only going to affect you if you're here illegally. So how the fuck's it going to affect me? How the fuck's it going to affect me? I'm here legally. Anybody that says, oh, it's going to, if anything, it'll affect you because you'll get probably better paying rides. Because you know why? The illegal won't be on the app taking your rides away from you. It won't be taking your orders away from you. Yeah, so it'll probably work out good for you.
You an immigrant? Are you a person who
There's a difference between immigrant and illegal alien. A legal immigrant and illegal alien. There's a difference. Y'all need to make that distinction.
came in who doesn't have the papers and who's maybe renting a third-party license or app from someone at a few $100s per week to get by, to get a job, right? Who knows if they have your name or your face? Firstly, with that one guy, everything checked out, everything was fine, right? And then they scanned his face, and the next thing is he's in chains and off he goes. Bystanders are obviously not happy, right? They're asking questions. They're, why are you taking this person away? Why are you masked? Why do you have unlike?
Well, the bystanders, guess what? Go get a job with ICE, and you'll know exactly why and what they're doing. Or educate yourself. Don't watch The View. Don't watch NBC. Well, it's called BS Now or MS Now, BS Now, Bullshit Now Network, and you'll understand why they're doing it. Like, educate yourself, especially the girl with no brains and this fucking low testosterone man whose wife probably cheats on him on a regular.
ISIS vehicles. How do you feel about this? Now, this is Columbia High.
I feel perfectly fine about it. I feel perfectly fine. They're doing what they got paid to do. Remove illegal aliens. And just because they're on a rideshare app or a food delivery app doesn't give them a free pass. They're doing what they're supposed to.
This will happen in DC. This is going on in LA. It'll happen all around the country, and they have a massive, crazy $45 billion budget to do this. How do you, as an American,
you know what? I'm awesome with that. Yes, they got $45 billion to go out and clean up our country of a bunch of illegal immigrants, aliens, whatever you want to call them. Rather than spend that $45 billion scooping up these illegal aliens and sending them back, than fucking giving them free health care, free food stamps, living off our system for free. I have no problem with that. If I had $1 billion, I'd give them $1 billion of my own money. They're doing what they're paid to do, keeping our country safe. God damn it.
And even if you're from overseas, how do you feel about this? Love to hear your comments. Thank you.
All right. Well, you heard my comments live in person. Those are my comments, live or in person. They're doing their job. These dumb ass people who that are uneducated are speaking on stuff. Like, come on, Torsten. I thought you would know better. I'm not saying, come on, Torsten. Hey, Jackie, what's up? Oh, Jackie decided to finally show up. Oh wow, Jackie's here. Jackie, I think I left a message for you. Expect the email tomorrow for your gift. I'll be mailing it off tomorrow. So be lookout for email with your information, tracking number, all that good stuff. I would think it would be a good thing for DoorDash. Yeah, exactly, Drew. They're taking away, these people, they're taking away jobs and shit. People are complaining, the immigrants. That's what's funny. You got all these people complaining. Oh, these illegals at Walmart taking up all the Spark orders. And then you get ICE going over there, fucking cleaning them up. And now they're complaining about that. Oh my God, what the fuck are the police taking away all the illegals for? But yeah, you were just bitching 15 minutes ago that the illegals were taking all your Spark orders. That's how fucking dumb people are. That's how fucking dumb they are, man. They're all complaining, these illegals are taking all of our orders, taking all of our trips, blah, blah, blah. But then they're like, oh my God, they're taking away the illegals. Why are they doing it? Oh my God, it's such bad thing. What the fuck? These people are so dumb. 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 Like, dude, Jesus. No problem, Jack. Just dumb. Like, I don't get it, man. Uneducated ass people. Our system is just messed up. Got to get them out of here. Exactly. They don't belong here. Come here legally. You won't have this problem. Everybody's like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Oh my God, what's next? If you're not illegal, you have nothing to worry about. That's what's funny. That's another thing. These people are walking down the street. Oh my God. If you're not illegal, they're not going to bother you. Like, stop with the nonsense. You make it sound like, oh my God, the ICE are coming. They're going to get us all. No, they're not. You're not illegal. What the fuck is wrong with you people? So dumb. Oh my God. How's it going to affect your community? It's going to get a lot of criminals and a lot of fucking shit out of your community. That's what they're doing. People are so dumb, man. I swear. I swear to God, man. This country is just nuts. Just nuts. It's fucking hilarious, man. Dumb. Jeez, these people. But thank you to Torsten. Thanks, Torsten. I did a couple of reviews of your video. We did some educational stuff there. The most educational thing we can point out on that video is don't pay higher institutions to get degrees and then don't understand what your degree is about or say stupid shit about your degree. Don't do that. Like, you obviously got a criminal justice degree and you're over here acting like you don't know what justice is or you don't know how like, come on, bro. Like, oh my, come on. You got failed by your professors. Ask for a refund. Tell them, can I get my refund? Because I didn't learn anything and I'm stupid. So can I get a refund? Like, that's what you need to ask for. Ask for your money back. Because you guys are not learning anything. You're getting these degrees and you're coming out dumber than a person with no degree. No degree. I went to school for criminal justice. I don't have a degree. And you got a degree in it and you're dumber than I am. That tells you a lot. Like, that tells you a lot. Oh, jeez. What the fuck? It's the only job they can get for F's sake when they're here illegally. No, they ain't. They can pick strawberries. They can pick avocados. They're all over the place. See, that's what people don't understand. They're all over the place. Illegals are all over the place, working in taco restaurants, or all kinds of restaurants probably have them, hotels. They're all over the place, not just doing the apps. They're all over the place, you know. So, but yeah, the weed farms, apparently, as we know from that one, the weed farm, they're out there collecting up the weed, shit like that. So, but yeah, it's just interesting how dumb people are, man. People are just dumb. We got to do that Star Wars style. Dumb. But yeah, dumb. But hey, that's what we learn nowadays. We learned that our school system is failing people right now. Our school system is failing people. It's all the Democrats' fault, pretty much. The Democrats are the one that let them in, bro. So, pretty much. I worked with a few people that outstayed the visa. Yep, you know what, Drone? They'll be what did I do wrong? When they get picked up because they got a deportation order. Because the minute you overstay your visa, you're going to get a deportation order. They'll be the ones crying, bro. Oh, I did everything I was supposed to do. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Or you wouldn't have overstayed your visa. If your visa says you can work here in our country from December 31st to June 6th, and you got to go back like you're supposed to, or reapply for another visa. Don't overstay it for 4 years and then turn around and say, oh, why am I being arrested and sent back? Oh my God. Like, what the fuck? Come on, man. Like, come on. And then you got people are just like, oh my God. You got people like fucking, what's her name? Peach. Oh, they've already been here 20 years. It's okay. Oh, yeah, okay. Like, yeah, because they got away with it for 20 years. That's okay. If I rob a bank, as long as I can get away with it long enough, maybe they'll forget about it. It'll be okay. Like, come on, man. Like, come on. Tracy and Serve are lefties. Pretty much. I know. Serve says he's not, but he is. Oh, you had to read it. Oh, wow. Really? You had to do his. See, that's what I'm saying. Oh, Roy, some don't have. Yeah, I know. I know, Jackie. Yeah, I was one of the ones blessed with the mega brains. So. But yeah, it's like, and then they wonder when they get all picked up. Oh, what happened? Oh, we're still, oh my God. I've been doing everything I'm supposed to. No, you didn't. You got scooped up because you didn't follow the rules. It's crazy. But it's crazy. And they want everybody to feel sorry for, like, he was a good guy, though. Yeah. Nobody's saying that they're good. Nobody's saying that they're not good people. Nobody's saying they're not good people. But you still broke the law. I'm not saying you, like, you're a horrible person, but you broke the law. And you need to pay the consequence. And if the consequence is sending your ass back to your original country, then that's the consequence. No different than if you went in and stole like 3 candy bars and you got to go sit in jail overnight for stealing 3 candy bars. You got to face the consequence. And that's your consequence. It's a bigger consequence, but it's a consequence of your own actions. Doesn't mean you're a bad person. No, you might be the greatest person in the world, but you still broke the law. So you still got to pay the price, the consequences for breaking the law. You know, that's the problem. You know, I was going to do a product review, but I guess I'll do that for next time. I got an outdoor security camera for you guys. Do a product review on an outdoor security camera. That's right. Dun, 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 dun. What's the theme song? Yep. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, there we go. Some theme song. Law and Order, baby. Oh, shit. See, yep, that was worth $1. That was worth that theme song, me doing that theme song. The theme song. What the fuck? Theme song. The theme song, that was worth your $1 you spent this month. Come on, bro. You know it was. You know it was worth $1. Why not do the review? Because I just don't feel like doing it right now. Yeah, see, that was worth $1. That theme song alone was worth $1. Yeah, exactly, Jackie. Yeah, exactly. Oh, what did I do wrong? I robbed the bank. But I did it because I'm here to help my family. I robbed it because I wanted to help my family. Blah, blah, blah. But I do have an outdoor security camera for you guys to do a review on. Do a review on the outdoor security camera. So I'll probably do that. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow night. Maybe if I get enough likes tonight. Look, I'm going to ask for some likes. Maybe if I get 20 likes. I don't know. I don't think I've had 20 people in here. Let's do, let's see. How many was the max people I had in here? 15. If I get 15 likes, I'll do the review tomorrow for you guys on an outdoor camera. Outdoor security camera right here. Wireless too. Outdoor wireless security camera right there. Outdoor wireless security camera right there. Outdoor. I'll do that one for you. I'll do that for you. A review. So yeah. So if I get 15 likes, I'll do it tomorrow. Maybe we can do a few more reviews. But tonight's discussion, transparency, good. It's a good thing. But is it going to make you more money? Doubtful. It might make some people more money, a little bit more money, but for the most part, it's not going to make you more money. We need to figure out a way to do more money. We did some reactions to some things. Educational purposes only. Do not rely on the police and a piece of paper to save your life. Remember, the police are minutes away when seconds count. Remember that. Police are minutes away when seconds count. Don't rely on a piece of paper to save your life. Protect yourself. That piece of paper does not fly as fast as little projectiles. They don't fly as fast, and they don't hurt as much. And they, you know what I'm saying? The little projectiles take care of business. A piece of paper don't. So that's what we learned educational from the first video. And don't expect people to read minds. It's impossible to know what's in somebody else's mind that you're going to sue and hold them responsible for crime actions. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. What do you think Pedro's newest Walmart video? Walmart ain't paying Pedro dick. Pedro ain't getting dick out of Walmart. Pedro be lucky if he gets his account back, but he ain't getting no millions of dollars from Walmart. Ain't paying him dick. That's what I think of that video. Walmart ain't paying him dick. But yeah, he'll get his account back maybe, but he ain't getting paid dick. But yeah, so we need 2 more likes. We need 2 more likes for tomorrow's live stream so we can do a product review. So I need 2 more. We need 2 more. Yep's trying to get us 2 more so we can do the product review tomorrow. But yeah, so we learned that from the first video. Don't allow the justice system to protect you. Protect yourself. Learn to protect yourself. Second video, what did we learn? Don't pay for a higher education if it's going to fail you. If you're not gonna learn from your education, or if your education isn't teaching you what it's supposed to, don't pay for it. Don't go to college and get a degree and then don't understand what your degree is about, or whatever the case may be. That's the 2 lessons we learned today. So let's say thank you to Torsten. Thank you, Torsten. We appreciate it. We appreciate you. Thank you very much. And what else did we talk about? Yeah. And we talked about the immigration thing. People getting scooped up off the street, doing the apps illegally. Illegal immigration. Hot topic. Illegal immigration. Hot topic. You know what? I didn't even monetize this live. Wow, that's great. Let me see if I can monetize it. Oh, I should be getting paid right now. Good Lord. But yeah, so I'm doing this live stream for free. That's crazy. But yeah, remember, people out there doing their jobs. And I really do think they need to start arresting these people that are for obstructing justice when they're trying to do their job and they're being bothered. 4 years of basket weaving down the bridge. Yeah, exactly, bro. Exactly. Oh, we need 1 more. Can we get 1 more like for Yep? Can we get, Yep wants to get his $1 worth for this month. You like your Ring outdoor cameras? Nice. Well, I got other outdoor ones. I got an outdoor one that I use inside the room. I've been kind of like doing different ones. So I got one that's I use for the room, and then I got 2. I got another one, another 2 actually. I got 2 I could do reviews on, but the one's not set up. I only have the one. I have the one set up in my room, and then I have the one that this black one that I just showed you. That's an outdoor one. I'll probably I maybe. Well, I can't do. It's hard to do the review on the other one, because I only have one of them. These black ones I have 2, so I can set one up for you, and then I can review the other one out of the box, so you can see it. All right, we got 15 likes. All right, there we go. Yep, just for Yep, we get to do a product review live stream tomorrow. But yeah, I don't have the other one hooked up yet either, so I might do the 2 of them. Who knows? Oh, thank you for the 99 cents. Thank you, Mr. Toyota 1973. I appreciate that very much. Appreciate you. Oh yeah, we got 15. Woo! That means we get to do the live stream tomorrow with a product review. The things I do for my fans. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna let y'all get back to doing whatever you're doing, enjoying your Saturday evening, whatever you're doing, working. I know there's a group of them out there still working for the last 15 hours today. They worked for as many likes as I got. 15 hours for the 15 likes. But all right, I hope everybody appreciated the live stream. It was awesome. I appreciate y'all. So y'all have a great rest of your evening. And Jackie, don't forget, keep an eye out for your email. All right, cool. Talk to you guys later.